Hey guys, so this is a movie review on Unbreakable. And just to let you know before you go any further into this video, if you have not seen this movie or if you care about spoilers, I advise you not to watch this because this is a spoiler review. So now that you have been warned, let's begin. So this movie I only saw because I saw a certain movie this year that made me really want to see this movie. And seeing this movie, one, makes me appreciate the movie I saw earlier this year. I looked it up, so I technically knew what the ending was about, but now that I've seen it, I not only understand it, I appreciate it, which to me are two different things. Like I said, I understood it, but now I appreciate it, and I think it's really cool. I can't wait for an upcoming movie that will hopefully happen. So this movie is a comic book movie, but like no other. The Dark Knight is the most realistic superhero movie I saw before this, and this is even more realistic than that. Like a lot more realistic. And I believe that The Dark Knight was pretty realistic. So David Dunn is a average guy, or so he thought, until Samuel L. Jackson's character, Mr. Glass, comes in. And he tells Dunn that he is a watered down, realistic version of the superheroes that we all know and love in comic books. And the reason he's Mr. Glass or the Glass Man or however is because of the disease he has. I forgot what it was called, but apparently it's a real thing, which I think is really cool. And it basically means that his bones are so weak that because they don't hold enough protein, I believe it is, so they break easily or they break like glass. Throughout this movie, I knew that he was a bad guy because, like I said, I looked up the information way before I saw this movie. But I thought that maybe I misread it, or maybe other people just were over dramatic because I didn't see him as a villain until near the end. When I definitely knew that he was a bad guy, wasn't what he said. That of course, when he basically said he killed all those people, that of course made me know that he was a bad guy. But before that, just a little before, his mom tells him that the true villains are not, the big bad one that do all this stuff. It's the one that get the main protagonist or the hero mentally. And right when she said that, I was like, Samuel L. Jackson the entire time. And then, of course, Samuel L. Jackson's character states that he did all that killing and that he was the total opposite of Bruce Willis's character. And I thought that was really cool. And he even said, and I thought this part was so awesome. He even said that their relationship is like most hero and arch nemesis in comics. For an example, in comics, the heroes on this end and the villains on this end. That's how they are. They both share something. Their something is their kryptonite is water. They drown easily. They're not good in water. There's even a scene that shows that Bruce Willis's character falls, and it's not the impact that hurt him. No, it's him drowning in the little bit of water that was rain, and then he fell into a pool. Like I said earlier, the total opposites. Bruce Willis, he's never been hurt. He can get sick, but he's never been physically hurt. Samuel L. Jackson's character, of course, always got hurt because of the whole bone problem. And that's what I thought was really cool. And another thing that he said was that in comics, the whole arch nemesis and hero, they were friends, but enemies. That's how they were. They were kind of like, kind of friends near the end, but eventually he was Bruce Willis's arch nemesis. And I I think the coolest part about that entire scene, you know, I thought all that was cool. I thought the coolest part in that entire scene is when Samuel L. Jackson's character said he did not know who he was in the world, but he knew when Bruce Willis knew what he was. Like, and what I mean by that is he as a villain didn't didn't have a purpose because he was just a villain with no hero has no purpose. But every hero needs a villain just like every villain needs a hero. And that's who they were. They were like Batman and the Joker. But I thought this was so cool. Like the throughout the entire movie, I was kind of skeptical at first because yes, I knew that I'd probably like it a little, but I did not know I would like it this much. The action, when there was action, was really cool. But there wasn't much action, and I did not care at all. The story in itself, I would say 90% of it is just him being a human, him not doing any superhero stuff. I would say even more than 90%. But you do not care. But when he does realize who he is, he does try to save people. And what was really cool is earlier in the movie, his kid, he truly believes that his dad is this superhero. And he even had a gun on his dad. He was about to shoot his dad to prove that Samuel L. Jackson's character was correct. But he didn't. And later in the movie, Bruce Willis is talking to his wife and kid, and when the wife's turned around, Bruce Willis, he does gives his kid the newspaper that he was reading, and it showed his face in his little like hoodie that he had, saying the fact that he was a hero, stating that yes, I am the hero that you thought I was. And the kid was so hyped, but he was like, yeah, he didn't want the wife to know or whatever. And I thought that was really cool. So the beginning, middle, end, all of it was really awesome. The acting was amazing. The kid was all right, but he wasn't bad. Just he was all right. And that's all I expect from kid actors. Not every kid actor is going to be great. Like The Jungle Book had an amazing kid actor. The Sixth Sense had an amazing kid actor. This movie had an alright kid actor, which is not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. I don't expect, a kid being as good as Bruce Willis or whatever. But other than that small little thing, I loved the acting. And I loved the characters. Like, the character of Dunn. The character of Mr. Glass. Afterwards, I want to start collecting those little Funko Pops. They are really, really neat to me. And I tried to look up Samuel L. Jackson's character as a Funko Pop. I thought that would be pretty cool. Apparently there's not one, but I'm hoping there will be, because that's kind of cool. But anyways, if I had to rate this movie, I would give this movie an A-. I absolutely love this movie. This movie was so surprising, and I cannot believe I have not seen this movie earlier. And it made me want to watch more M. Night Shyamalan movies. Just like Split. Split was an M. Night Shyamalan movie that made me really want to watch M. Night Shyamalan movies. Now, The Sixth Sense, I loved. It's a classic. But I saw that years ago. I didn't know much of the good M. Night Shyamalan. The Sixth Sense and The Visit, that's all I knew before Split. And then, now I know Unbreakable. Like, that's, I now want to watch more movies like Signs. Movies that he is known for. And not movies like that, The Last Airbender. That that was a terrible movie. But anyways, did you like this movie? Did you not like this movie? Do you think it's overrated, underrated? What is your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie? And like always, I'll see you next time.